Hello friends. One of the things we would concentrate on a lot with our forest monks at ReWild University was stress testing our skills. So we maybe can do a hand drill in the garage with dry materials, but can we do it when we are wet, cold, it's raining, we're bleeding, there's mosquitoes all around us, whatever it is. This stress testing is really good because it conditions us to be able to look at other aspects of life, like a boss yelling at us or a financial stress, whatever it is, in a different light, because we've undergone these really intense stressors and we've learned how to deal with them calmly. For me, I was always interested in this, and I felt a transformation happen in me. And the biggest place I noticed it was in driving. So there was a time when I would be in a car, driving a car, and somebody might pull out in front of me. I'd swerve around them, and I would have this really strong reaction, a cortisol-based adrenaline reaction. Oh my gosh, whoa, I almost died. And it'd be hard to let that go. It would stick inside of me. There might be frustration or anger at that other person and just a lot of intensity around it. And these days, it's kind of funny. I'll be riding with some other people and a situation like that will happen and people will be, holy crap! And I'll just swerve around it and keep going in the conversation, whatever sentence I was speaking. I think what's happening there is I just see the situation unfold and deal with it and move onward. I am not able to do that with every aspect of my life. But what I'm going to share today has helped me a lot in cultivating an ability to deal with these kind of stressful, intense situations and to do so calmly. I call this the chaos meditation. And it's awesome if you can do this stress inoculation, this stress testing in real life, but that's not always safe. It's easy in a class setting where we can have controls, especially invisible controls there for students so that there's a safety backdrop. But if you're on your own, sometimes that's just not possible. So this is a very safe way to do it. We're only doing it in our minds. And what I do, you can adapt this however you like. And the basic idea is that you imagine yourself sitting and just imagine all kinds of stressors happening around you. So a storm's coming and lightning is flashing down and hitting the ground nearby. Trees are falling. People are coming and yelling at you because you're a bad person. And mosquitoes are swarming all around you, like the gnats are swarming around me right now. And spiders are crawling up your pants legs. And whoa. And you, with all this around you, just sit calmly and observe it. Watch the lightning. Observe the spiders. Feel their little tickle. Hear the sounds of the person yelling like it's a doll that's just spurting out sounds. Just be there amidst all that chaos and just be there perfectly calmly. If you have a good imagination, you can do an alternate meditation where you picture yourself trying to go and deal with a task. So picture something that, unless you're an EMT or a firefighter or a police officer, something like a car accident, a multi-car pileup where multiple people are injured is probably going to be pretty stressful for you. You've never seen anything like that before or dealt with that. You don't have the training for it. So picture yourself driving up to something like that, seeing some intensity, and going and dealing with it. Call the police, let them know on your phone, go up, help for the first person, look at who needs help the most, move to the next, move to the next, do as much good as you can do before those police come. And do it in your imagination, in this meditation, super calmly, super deliberately. There's this weird aspect to chaotic situations that, I don't know when this realization came on to me, but the only way I can explain it is that there's only one thing going on at a time. And of course, in a chaotic situation, that's not necessarily true. There may be all kinds of things happening simultaneously, but we can only deal with one of those things at a time. So we're not effective if we say, oh my gosh, this is happening, and whoa, oh my gosh, what's gonna, we're not effective then because our mind is all scattered. It's our attention going everywhere. If we can keep an open awareness, so we have to have situational awareness in all of these and not get locked down into just a singular task. But with that open situational awareness, if we can move to perform what seems like the most appropriate task, and then respond as appropriately as we can to the next thing that needs to be done. That is the very best way that we can deal with a chaotic situation. So that chaos meditation primes our mind and our whole physiology to just be more calm in these situations of intensity. And then when an intense situation comes, and often we get to practice with light intense situations. So that classic example of your child or spouse or whatever comes in and they snap at you. There's an intensity. Are you going to react and snap back? Be owned by that situation? Or are you going to hear their words, process, respond calmly? This is a very important skill for us to develop in life in general. Whether we are going to be becoming a soldier and going into combat situations where there's going to be super high levels of intensity, or we're dealing with the everyday intensity of trying to pay bills, deal with that angry person, swerve around a car, whatever it is, this chaos meditation is a powerful helper. If you have methods that you use to prime yourself to be able to deal with chaotic, intense situations more effectively, share them down in the comments. We can all learn from each other and enrich each other. All right. Thank you, my friends, and talk with you in the comments.